Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, this is some crazy news. So Dr. Dre was in the news earlier today because his wife had came forward and put out some documents during their divorce proceedings that talked about how much money he had. And that was a very big headline. It was talking about that Dr. Dre had over like $200 million cash and he has all this stock in Apple, man, essentially making him like a billionaire. But one thing you can't buy, man, is health. And man, it is a sad situation. I have to say this or report this, but allegedly, Dr. Dre suffered a brain aneurysm and is in the ICU currently, man. This is crazy, man. And all these stories out today, man, I am wondering, man, what in the world the conspiracy theorists are going to say about this, because this is a lot going on for Dr. Dre lately, man. Now, before we get into the specifics of everything, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. And, man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, man, let's get into the specifics about what we know actually happened, or based on reports what happened. So, currently, Dr. Dre is alleged to be in Cedars-Sinai Medical Center in Los Angeles after suffering a brain aneurysm. Now, this is according to numerous sources online, and the sources are saying that Dr. Dre has been telling, already reached out to the people in his family, already reached out to friends and family, to let them know of the situation that happened on Monday when he was rushed to the Cedars and taken directly to the ICU where, he remains right now. Now, Dr. Dre's 55 years old, and man, they're saying that he's in stable condition, and they're also saying that he's lucid, meaning that he has the capabilities, to perform normally somewhat. But man, they're still trying to figure out why in the world this joker at 55 years old had a brain aneurysm, man. Because Dr. Dre, for the most part, seems like a pretty healthy dude, man. I know he had a weight problem for a very long time in his career. He carried on a lot of extra weight for a while. But man, as he got older, he got more in shape and he became like a gym fanatic, man. I remember they even mentioned some things in his divorce proceedings, which alluded to him going to the gym a lot, man. So it makes you wonder with this whole thing, how does this keep happening? I mean, for those of you who don't know, this has happened to a lot of stars and famous people, and they've passed away instantly sometimes, man. Brain aneurysms is a serious thing, and it's a scary thing when you think about it, because it can literally happen to anyone. And man, I don't believe there's any warning signs to it. I know smoking's a big deal with that and stuff like that, not being abusive to your body. But man, it seemed like for all intents and purposes, Dr. Dre was in the right situation as far as his personal health and taking his health seriously. I mean, I don't know him personally, but just from the physical appearance wise, based on how he used to look and now how he looks today, he's lost a lot more weight. It's a lot leaner. He looks like he's in way better shape. But this is a very serious situation, and man, hopefully Dr. Dre is going to be all right. Now, we are all aware that Dr. Dre is going through an ugly, messy divorce, and it is all over the media right now. I mean, it grabs headlines every week. Each play-by-play in this divorce has played out like a sports game, man, except it's been elongated. We might as well call it a sports series. At one point, Dr. Dre is asked to pay this. I think the original report was that he was going to pay his estranged wife, $2 million a month, allegedly. And then, you had a report that came out today. And basically the headline of that report said that Nicole Young's their accountants claimed that Dr. Dre has $262 million in cash and a whole bunch of Apple stock. Now, this is a weird situation, man. Why would they put this report out or this come out knowing that Dr. Dre is in the hospital? It goes to show that sometimes, man, money over everything, because while this man is in the ICU, folks are worried about and releasing stories about him and his finances, man. Crazy situation. And I know a lot of the conspiracy theorists, they're going to go crazy on this one, man, because, I mean, it's just a coincidence that a guy is in the fittest that he's ever been in his life, has the most money that he ever had in his life, and now he's going through a bitter divorce and this happens. I mean, not to say that it's possible to make this happen to anybody. I am not alluding to that or alleging that at all. I'm just saying that people are going to draw those comparisons, and I'd like to kill it before it starts. Now, to be honest, man, Dr. Dre is having a heck of a time right now, man. It's been rough, man. Because anybody who's been in a relationship, man, that no matter what, once it ends and you have all this bickering and stuff, it seems like, man, it takes a toll on each party in it. So that means a toll on Dr. Dre and a toll on his estranged wife. But I'm thinking, man, with Dr. Dre in his current state, how are people going to handle things respectively? Or do I mean respectfully? Because, I mean, at what point is it all really about the money when this man is lying in a hospital in a very serious, very crazy position, man? I know there's been a lot of gossip stuff that went out, man. And Dr. Dre, man, he is a hip-hop superstar. He will always be an all-star no matter what. And I hate to say that like he's passed away, because for all intents and purposes, all the reports say that Dr. Dre is doing all right, man. Like he's in a good shape right now. Now I'm gonna knock on wood because, man, I hate when the news says that and then something terrible happens right after, man. It just brings a lot of things to light and gives you a little bit of clarity about the situation about becoming rich and famous. Being rich and famous does not keep you guarded from all the regular stuff in life, because just like what's going on with Dr. Dre, that actually happens to millions and millions of people every year, man. You know what I mean? So it's a crazy situation. I hate to see it happen to Dre because we all have an appreciation for his art and his music. And, he's an icon, for real. So, man, I'm wondering where it's going to go from here, though. And if you find yourself in a situation where you're having a traumatic health situation, I mean, a life-threatening health situation, do they stop all the proceedings of the court? Like, do you still have to pay the attorneys to fight on your behalf while you're in the hospital and allegedly, man, in the ICU? I mean, it seems like, man, at some point people would just let the humanity stick through and say, all right, man, let's just end this until Dr. Dre is better, so that way we can get this along and get this done and put it to bed for good. Because I'm sure this is going to raise everybody's perspectives on what's really important, especially when you're scrambling about some millions. Now, I can't speak on behalf of Dr. Dre and his wife because I have never and will never probably have that much money to my name. But it goes to show, man, that much money and having that much fame does not guard you from humanity. Even though in the hip-hop community, we build our icons into these superstar figures that are, man, indestructible. I mean, think about when 50 Cent first rolled out. You couldn't tell me he wasn't the baddest dude on earth. I mean, literally, you couldn't have told me that. But, man, these cats are human just like everybody else. And hopefully, man, Dr. Dre gets better, man. We wish him well. Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Hold up. What do you guys think, man? Do you guys think that something this bad happening should halt everything as far as the divorce proceedings? And how do you feel as far as, this is going to bring on a lot of conspiracy theorists in the industry? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. And make sure you hit that notification bell so you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.